Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing the brickwork and the stonework on the top here, and if we've got time we'll finish off that bit of pointing on that side, yeah, I might do a bit of rendering inside. We'll see how we go. I'll show you the top. It's been quite cold here and the render has taken forever to dry. It's still soft. So I think I actually did something wrong in that I had it too thin. I've got to make a stiffer mix. So I'll do that on today's, when I mix up the mortar for the brickwork. So I'll go and mix that up now, and we'll come back and we'll start cutting bricks and putting them in. Okay, so I've got the mortar mixed up. I'm going to cut a few of these bricks, get them right, either side of the top plate there, and then I'll work my way through. I've got to take that corner off, so I'll clean those bricks up and make it so I can relay them. And then I'll find some stones. I've got a whole heap that should be suitable for that, to get that all looking nice and straight across the top, and we'll get into it. But just before I get started, I just want to say to all the people that have subscribed and commented, that's keeping me busy, keeping me on my toes. I wake up in the middle of the night, go all comments, trying to get a reply back straight away. I know I'm not going to be able to keep up with it, all the time. And I've got TubeBuddy as well as YouTube, and I can reply to comments on both ones, but I don't know if it shows up on the YouTube comment stream. So yeah, if you don't see a comment straight away, I apologise, but I will get to it. And if you don't see one at all, just send me another message if you want to, and let me know that it hasn't popped up, because I don't know if this method of replying in both apps is going to work or not. We'll see how as we go along. I'll soon learn that. So anyway, we'll get into the job for today and see how far we get. Okay, so you can see that I've got that all nice and clean, got it toothed out, got rid of all the old mortar. I don't want anything preventing me from nestling down a thicker brick to where it needs to be. So I've cleaned that all up, and I've done the other side, got that all ready for the new brick. So what I'll do is I'll play around with some bricks. I've got a whole heap of bricks in that stack down there, that are all different sizes. So I'll find the ones that are going to all be pretty much the same size, get them all ready. I'll cut these. I've got to cut this brick here, so it's a little bit too fat, because I bought this door frame out, see over here, because I wanted to get it all nice and plumb. The building's moved over time, and I wanted this door to work properly, so I've brought that out a little bit. So I've got a gap in there I've got to fill now, but that means I've got to cut a little bit off of that brick. This side here, it's even thinner, but that'll be fine. I'll get that put in there, no problems, and then we can build up from there. So I'll start having a look at bricks. Someone's put this brick in upside down. And one thing I do tend to, actually no, the modern bricks have got the indent both sides, so I guess it doesn't matter which way they go. So anyway, I've got to take a bit more off of this. Now I'm going to see how easy these bricks break. Hopefully I don't have to start from scratch again and waste too many bricks, but I do believe if I get my bolster on there, it will, and I give it one sharp hit, it should snap nice and clean. So now, I did a bricklaying course when I was about 20. Keep in mind I just turned 50, so that was a fair while ago. I've done a few little bricklaying jobs since, but not really. This is all trial and error, but I've got plenty of bricks. I've got a whole stack over there. God knows where all the bricks come from, but there was a ton of bricks. My grandma had bricks for borders all around her garden beds. She's like, oh, I'm going to put a garden bed in this little space here that's doing nothing. She'd go get some bricks and lay out. There were bricks everywhere. Some of them are curved, some of them are fat, short, some are long and thin, some are really thin, all sorts of different bricks. I don't know where they came from. So I've picked out all of the bricks that are the same size for this. So shouldn't have any problems there, but we'll see how these snap. All right, so I was saying before that this would have been built at the same time as the house. This is a brick from the window that I took out in our bedroom that's now the walk through to the walk-in robe. This brick is the exact same brick as what this is made of. That's the render that was on the outside of the back of the house, not including obviously the lean-to bit. So that tells me that this was built at the exact same time. So doesn't matter, just interesting. So anyway, I'll keep moving. All right, now that I've got the bricks cut, this one here, it's a little bit bigger gap, but there's some bigger ones where they've been cut. There is some bigger gaps, bigger perp joints than normal. So by the time that's all filled in, it won't matter. So it was a bit of a challenge because this brick here is thin, and cutting a small bit off of a big brick, it just breaks it. So I figured out, cut off little bits, and then the thin slither will survive. I could have another go. Actually, I might do that. I might have another go on another brick. I've got plenty of bricks, and see if I can get a whole brick split like that. So we'll see how we go, because that will look that little bit better. All right, got another brick that's a little bit smaller gap, only by a bit, maybe 10 mil, but it's a little bit better. So I squared it off a bit, but I don't want to go crazy because it could chip off a whole corner. So I'll leave it like that. So I'll take them down. I know they're all full bricks. Get those two little ones, lay a bed, and put all those across the top. I'll go get my level and we'll get to work. Alright, so I'm just going to show you a little trick that I picked up on YouTube. To clean these bricks up, make them look like new, use one that you can see I've used it. They're normally quite square. It's like a paint strip pad you get for your grinder. You can get them for the drill. Just put one of them in there and it cleans them up. These, whatever they're made of, it's not coming to me right now, but they're pretty soft. So if you stay in one place for too long, it's going to grind a big hole in it. So you've got to just keep moving, and you don't want to put a round in it. So just move around, and yeah, I'll show you. I won't do the whole thing, but I'll show you a bit. Awesome. Takes the outer layer, so just a thin bit, a millimetre or so off that. That's a bit wet still, that's why the red stuck to it. I should have left it a while, it's just sticking to the moisture, but I just cleaned it off with the wire brush. But when that whole thing's finished, repainted this, it's going to look magic. I've probably got red dust all over my face. Oh well, it happens. So yeah, that's how you clean up your bricks and make them look like new again. One thing I should mention is I didn't try and get that perfectly straight. I didn't run a string line across there. If I wanted to get it perfect, the string line would have been the way to go. You always see bricklayers run the string line because you can line those bricks up along that string and make it so when you sight through, those bed joints are perfectly straight. But I didn't want to do that on here because if you look at all these beds here, the bricks go all over the place. Like because these bricks are all a bit odd shaped, it just gives you that uneven look. But when you stand back and they're all the same over the whole thing, you know, you don't notice it, and it looks old. I mean that looks like it could have been there forever. So yeah, don't try and be too perfect if you're doing something old. Just let it yeah, roll with the punches, I like to say, and just make it do a neat job, and don't try and be perfect, because they didn't try and get things perfect back in the day. Also over the years things have moved, so it's probably changed things as well. So I'm going to call it a day there for this video. And I'll go in and I'll edit this and get this out to you straight away. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little, what ended up being a bricklaying video. So until I see you on the next one, you take care. Cheers.